welcome back to my channel. This is Florette. It's been a while. It's been a long time, but anyways, it doesn't matter. Better late than never. So today, what I want to talk about today is something new, something that I'm starting off that I feel like is something I wanted to do for a while, and something that I've always just I never knew how to sort of move forward with this channel or what content I want to put out there. And I really had to take some time to really search deep within and be like, what kind of content do I really want to put out there? What kind of information do I want to put out there? And I think that's probably why this channel has been so stagnant, because I want to do something that I'm genuinely passionate about, and not just like for views or for this. Like, I genuinely want to do something that I'm passionate about. So one of the things that there's a video that I put out, was it last year or the year before? I put out a video talking about no family. Check the link below. And the amount of feedback I got for that video, you know, it was actually quite phenomenal to see how many people are going through the same thing that I was going through, or I am going through. And I think, you know, it really sparked an interest for me to sort of go out there and start like a conversation with people about the things that we're all struggling with. You know, there's the struggles of life, of adulthood, that maybe we don't talk about, we don't complain about, the feelings of loneliness or rejection and whatnot. And I thought, you know what, it would be good to talk about it so that other people can feel like, you know what, I'm not the only one going through this, because that's what I got. That's the feedback that I got in that video where I talked about no family and this, that and the third. A lot of the feedback was a lot of people felt exactly the same way. We all feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have a family, I don't have a tribe, I don't have a place that I belong, and it's an emptiness that's inside you and it needs to be filled. You know, there's going to be other empty spots that we all going through for, you know, whatever stage you are in life at the moment, whether it's like teenage, 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever it is, we're all going through it. So these series, I'm going to be calling them life lessons. So things that I have learned in my journey in life. I haven't finished learning, because as long as you're living, you are still learning. You should always still be learning, no matter how old you are. If you're alive, you should still be learning. So yeah, so this is the first episode of life lessons. So the first thing I want to talk about is victimhood. Always looking at yourself as a victim. Always making other people in your mind the bad guy. This is something that I have struggled with for a really, really, really long time, and I've decided to really put a focus on it. And something that I realized was that I constantly would expect disappointment from people, whether it be a friend, whether it be someone I'm seeing, family, anybody that I have some sort of relation with. I constantly expect disappointment, because I have this imagination where I create a scenario in my mind whereby they've disappointed me, they've betrayed me, they've stabbed me in the back, like the worst betrayal you can even think of. I imagine this person doing it to me, even though they haven't done it, and I would start to treat them in a way as if they had done it. And sometimes we do it subconsciously, because in your mind, when you think someone has hurt you, even though they haven't hurt you, you can sometimes start to treat them like that, and you're not even realizing that you're doing it. And I had to sit down and ask myself, like, Florette, why do you always have this imagination whereby you think someone is going to hurt you, you imagine somebody hurting you? Like, why? You constantly put yourself as the victim in every scenario. You are the perpetual victim in every scenario. Why do you do that? Why do you do that? I had to really sit down and ask myself, and I came up with the answer. The answer for me was that the reason why I always think of myself as a victim is because it goes back to my childhood. It goes back to when I had no friends as a child, when I was bullied as a kid, and I was always that kid that nobody liked. I haven't gotten over that. I haven't gotten over it. So now that as an adult, I'm still behaving like that kid that was 12 years old being bullied in secondary school. I'm still reliving those moments whereby people didn't like me and I didn't know why they didn't like me. So now as an adult, even when I meet people that like me, I automatically start to think of scenarios of them behaving as if they don't like me, which then causes me to act negatively towards them, and then that person responding negatively towards me, and then I justify it and say, I knew they were going to betray me. I knew they were going to do that to me. But in a way, it's like I've manifested the negativity into my own life. The negativity that I didn't want, I've manifested it, because what I've done is I've thought about it constantly. I've started to act it out, and that person has responded to how I'm acting, or to the energy that I give to them. Because energy is a big thing as well, you know. Sometimes you can tell when someone doesn't like you, even when they don't say it, because their energy is just, it lets you know that this person doesn't like me, or this person likes me. It goes both ways. So, you know, this is something we should all be working on. If you're constantly looking at yourself as a victim, find out why. And I also realized was that I expect disappointment because I don't like me. There's a part of me that I don't like. Because if you think about it, if you really truly love yourself, if you really truly like yourself, like wholeheartedly, 100%, you'd always expect good things for yourself. Think about it. Like, you love your mum. You're not gonna sit there and imagine your mum getting sick or falling down and hurting herself or getting shot or killed or something. You always imagine good things, right? You'd imagine your mum getting that job that she wanted, or going on that vacation that she's always wanted, having those things that she's always wanted. You imagine good things because you love your mum wholeheartedly. So when you think about negative things towards your own self, it's because you don't like yourself. And I realized that as much as I'm like, I love me, I was like, there's a part of me that I don't like myself, because why do I keep imagining negativity about my own self? I'm imagining people betraying me. Yeah, so I realized that it's because I don't like myself. There's part of me that I don't like. That's why I'm not expecting awesomeness for myself. I'm sitting here expecting disappointment. I'm sitting here expecting rejection. I'm imagining that I could be dating the guy and it's all roses, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that, he's gonna do all types of things, and it's like he hasn't even done anything, and I've already thought he's gonna do something bad. It's absolutely asinine. It's really, really ridiculous. Yeah, so, you know, you have to really look deep within yourself. So this is the lesson I've learned, you know. Negative thoughts towards yourself are an indication that you don't like you. You don't like you, and you have to find out what it is about yourself that you don't like. It could be that when you was a kid, you was bullied like I was. You know what I mean? And you was always that victim. You was always that kid that had no voice or whatnot. And now you're an adult and you're still that kid that has no voice, that was bullied. You know, or you were that loner kid that couldn't make friends because you had social anxiety, and now you still have that sort of behavior because you just think that no one's gonna like me, no one's gonna want to talk to me, no one's gonna want to be my friend and whatnot. We have to look deep within and really search out what is the problems that we are facing in our lives, because really and truly agitation is a big thing. It is a big thing. It's crazy because every time I've imagined someone, and it's like it'll replay in my mind constantly. I've imagined someone disappointed me. They've disappointed me every single time. There's not been not one whereby I imagined that and it didn't happen. Every single time I've had that thought and I've let it manifest and just sit in my mind constantly, replaying it constantly. I've realized that I've manifested these things into my life as well. You know, I've let them come, because when you meditate on those things and they sit in your heart, it's like you're putting belief into them. You are believing that this is gonna happen. You're putting hope into it, and it's gonna end up happening. Whether it's negative or positive, you will slowly start to see the things that you are imagining and that you are putting out there and you're putting energy towards, because, you know, subconsciously you will put that energy towards that thing every time you imagine it. You know what I mean? So, and this is how sometimes some of us, we lose friends, we lose relationships with family members because we think evil. We're thinking evil of them. We're thinking negative of them, thinking that, oh, he's gonna steal from me, he's gonna steal from me, he's gonna steal from me. And then you keep putting it out there, and then eventually he steals from you, and it's like, oh, I always knew he was gonna steal from me. Well, maybe it's because you've put it out there and now it's come to pass. So yeah, that's my lesson in life, you know. And as I go on in this series, we're just going to talk about different things about what's happening in our lives, the things that we're learning. There's so many things that I have learned in the past year or two just from sitting down and being still and just listening to other people talk about their whole life and the things that they've gone through and whatnot. And I really hope that this will create a dialogue whereby we can all sit down and have a conversation about what's going on and things that you are going through. You're not alone going through them. Other people are going through them together. They're going through the exact same thing as you. And sometimes it makes the journey easier to know that you have somebody that you can, you know, you can learn from. This is how I went through this. This is how I was able to cope with that. And to know that in life, although the journey feels really lonely at times, you're not alone. You know, you're not alone. The things that are happening to you have happened before to other people, are happening right now to other people, and are going to happen to some other people in the future. You know what I mean? So it's best for us to learn from our mistakes and other people's mistakes as well. Feel free to also comment below and let me know, like, is this something that you have been struggling with, having negative thoughts towards yourself, thoughts that don't benefit you, they don't benefit your growth, they don't benefit your progress in life at all, and manifesting, you know, bad things because you keep dwelling on the negativity that is within you because it stems from, you know, you dislike yourself. It's that simple. You don't like you. That's why you think negatively of yourself. And if that's something you've gone through or something you're going through, like, comment below and let me know what's good, and we can start this dialogue. And this is the first session of life lessons first session. So yeah, hit me up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and share this video to all those who you feel like need to hear this, need to join in the dialogue of life lessons with Florette. And hit me up on all my social media accounts, love_Florette. And see you back here next week, Monday, at the same time. Remember to stay beautiful from the inside out. Peace.